Yeah, what's going on, y'all? It's JB. I did it when she was drinking some water.
And Neicey.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. So we back with another movie review. And we just seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now,
You got to
okay. Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, y'all, we just went back to the world of Wakanda, and I'm just gonna start by saying that I feel like I don't want to get into spoilers, but we might. Just how we talking, how we rambling. I'll say if it's a spoiler or not. But anyway, I just want to start off by saying the movie was great. It was a great movie overall. The music, the culture, like you felt like you was there. You got to see the Wakanda technology again and all its glory. Everybody performed very well. It wasn't a character I absolutely hated or I didn't like that performance. Everybody did really well. The accent was on point. Like it was a great movie. I highly recommend seeing it. Even if I would say see the first one first if you haven't seen it, because you're gonna miss a lot if you don't. So if you haven't seen Black Panther, like the first Black Panther, don't see Wakanda Forever. You should see the first one first, right? But you want to start tell some backstory, whatever we're gonna do. What's going on?
Some backstory.
Girl, you know what? All right. So she, I don't know what she gonna be doing in this video, y'all. It might well be JB today. But anyway,
What you not gonna do with that?
what happened? No.
So I'm not gonna lie. He said that if you guys never saw one, don't watch two unless you watch one. I'm not gonna lie. I watched one, but I forgot a lot of what happened. So I was a little bit confused with this one. So if you can watch one before you watch two to get yourself reacquainted with the backstory. So that's why when he said backstory, I'm like, backstory.
I'm talking about for this one though. Like basically the plot. What I meant. I said backstory, but I meant plot. But the thing is, like how she say, she was lost. But me, I remembered the movies and I saw one. Well, actually, I only saw it once with you. But it just I remember it. I just remember because once I know the comics and the story, so I remembered it. So I was able to tell her what was going on. But there was a lot. It's a lot going on in the movie. It's a lot going on. If
It is.
I will say, do we want to do plot or we just want to do pros and cons as of right now?
I think we can do the pros and cons because some of you did say that I kind of do agree with about the movie. As you said that it was a bit all over the place.
It was.
So that's why
So
I'm
go
like.
ahead. So we can do pros and cons first.
We can do pros. Obviously, you got to start with the good.
Okay, so look, pros in the movie. Bit is very simple. Everybody did good in the movie. I believed everything. Like the emotions was there. The action. When the action was there, it was amazing. When there was fighting scenes, they were great. But overall, it was good performances. The music was there. Again, you felt like you were actually in Wakanda. Like when they used to be there at home, you felt like you was there to an extent, right? Not just viewing from outside. Cons. And this is the first spoiler for me, right? So just skip this little bit. I say go like click the 30-second like 4-5 times. I might start rambling, right? But it's the first spoiler for me. They killed too many people for me. And they showed a lot, but didn't really show anything, if that makes sense. Like they showed, like for example, Ironheart is in the movie. If y'all don't know who Ironheart is she's a black girl and she's basically Iron Man but a female. And Iron Man's a grown man. She's a younger girl. She's a teenager. She's 19 in the movie. So Ironheart is in the movie, and we don't really get her backstory. It's just that she's there and Shuri needs her. Just to say that Shuri needs her in the movie, right, at one point. And we really don't know much about her. She built her suit at one point. But they kind of just like, she's kind of like, she's not really important to the plot to an extent. She is, but she isn't. So there's that. You want to say something? What you got? Like, should I? Cause I got another one. I was gonna say another spoiler. You ought to know the one I'm talking about that's bothering me. You ought to know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say I kind of did just say how you said where I agree with you about how it was a bit all over the place with a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
So I would say that it wasn't too bothersome because I still was into the movie. Like I never got like bored or anything like that. I was still into the movie, so it wasn't too bad, but it is noticeable.
It is. And there's a lot of small Easter eggs throughout the movie, and if you don't know comics, you won't catch them, but it doesn't ruin the movie at all. It's just for those people that are fans of Marvel Comics. It is great. Now, the thing is, some people might not understand just coming in this just because, you know, some people are just seeing this just because it's Black Panther. Just because. Some people don't even...
That's okay, too.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine because you will still understand the movie even if you saw the first one. Watch the first one. That's the main takeaway from this. Watch the first one. Now, another con, for me personally, is the name of the movie. The movie is called Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Big shouldn't have been called that. They should have took Black Panther off. And I say that because Black Panther is what? Like in the last, 20 minutes? 15?
Yeah.
There's no Black Panther for like the entire movie. When I mean the entire movie, there is no Black Panther until like 20 minutes. Until the 20-minute mark of it ending. There's no Black Panther. So I think they should just call that bitch Shuri and the Dora Milaje. The Dora Milaje is the ladies, the bald head lady. That's their name, Dora Milaje. If you didn't know, right? You want to talk about the death I'm talking about? That was some bullshit. You want to do that?
Oh, okay. So if you guys were very fond of the mom, they killed the mom off. So not only did Shuri lose her brother, she done lost her mom now too. It's just her.
Yeah. That shit had me hot. Cause it wasn't even no point, dog. Like Namor straight up killed her ass.
And what's crazy is something he said in the movie was, so basically what Namor did is he drowned her, but he also, what's the girl name? Ironheart was also there with the mom. So they both like kind of drowned, but somehow Ironheart didn't die, but the mom did.
Right, and here's the part. Okay, I know what you're talking about. And here's the part that bothered me with that. This is why I brought it up when we was watching the movie, right? Namor basically, if y'all don't know who Namor is, that he's the villain of the movie, right? Namor, to put it bluntly for you, he's the Marvel version of Aquaman. If you saw Justice League, okay, you know who Aquaman is. I'm pretty sure you heard of him. They got, what's his name? Jason Momoa. What's the dude name that play Aquaman?
You're right, Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. If you know who Jason Momoa is, the superhero, he played Aquaman. Namor is the Marvel version of him, right? It's just that Aquaman is a really nice guy. Namor don't give a fuck, right? He don't give a fuck. They both are water creatures. They're both from Atlantis. They pretty much got the same fucking backstory. Just one is a really nice guy, and the other one is a racist. Namor is a racist. But he hates humans. Namor hates humans. All people that walk a life, you don't live underwater, he hates you. He will probably kill you, which is the point he kind of made in the movie. But here's the thing. So back to the whole death of the mom, right? Namor threw grenades. He had a whole bunch of water grenades, and he threw them at the throne room where the Queen and Ironheart was, watching the battle. Watching the battle between Wakanda and the Atlanteans. When the glass broke and all the water flooded in, Ironheart and the Queen was, underwater. So they had, but Ironheart was knocked out. This is the problem that bothers me. Ironheart was knocked out, right? The Queen was woke. She was knocked out for a little bit. When she woke up, she saw Ironheart drowning, going lower down to the depths of the water. She swam down to get her. Then she swam back up, with one hand. The Queen, swam back up with one hand and got both of them out of the water. And then it cuts. Then it comes back Namor is laying out. She's above the water, but she's laying down in the throne room. Ironheart. I'm sorry. Ironheart is laying down in the throne room, like on her back, like she's dead. And the Queen is face down in the water, like floating. Like her face is in the water, like she's dead. The reason why this scene bothers me, to me, this looked forced, because how the fuck do you rescue somebody from drowning, and you the one that end up drowning? That doesn't make sense to me personally. Now, Neicey was saying they needed this so Shuri can become the Black Panther. I think
spoiler. That's who the new Black Panther.
Yeah, it's like, come on
at least
now.
right now.
Right.
Right now.
Like, if y'all don't know, Shuri is the one that became Black Panther in the movie. Like, if y'all don't know, if y'all pissed about it, that's your business. But that's the way it happened in the comics. When T'Challa died, his sister took over a bit. Get over yourself. Now, is she a good Black Panther?
We was talking about the mom.
She needs some work. What, huh?
We was talking about the mom. We can
Yeah.
get back to her.
Man, listen. I don't know where my train of thought went with the mom. Like, it didn't make sense, bro. It didn't make sense.
He was saying that how I said, because he was like, he don't get why the mom why the mom had to pass away. And I was saying perhaps she needed to pass away to give Shuri that push for her to become the Black Panther, because she didn't want to become the Black Panther.
Yeah, she did it. She really did it. She didn't want to do it at all.
So I was saying maybe her mom's death was supposed to cause that push for her to do it. That's what my train of thought was.
Which, movie-wise, is a great point. But I feel like the way they killed her, it didn't look like it just, okay, bro, when you watch the movie,
it wasn't believable.
Yeah, that's
like,
what it was.
She could have lived.
Like, she should have lived from that. Like, none of the glass hit their chest. They weren't bleeding from the explosion. Nothing. They were just underwater, knocked out. The mom woke up and brought them back to the surface. But she drowned? How, bitch? How? How did she drown but Ironheart didn't? That makes no sense. Since we own cons, I'm going to say that. This is another problem with the movie. Don't get me wrong. The movie is great. My homeboy was even asking me, just got off the phone with, he was like, would I watch it again? The only reason, yes, I would, but I would want to watch one first, if that makes sense. If I watch it again, I want to watch one, I'll binge watch them, basically. I will watch one, then I'll watch two right after, just so I can see the shit that I missed the first time watching them. But I'm not really a person that like to go back and watch movies over and over again. I'm just not that type of person unless I really, really love it. It was a great movie. Would I watch it again? Yeah, but either way, you should go see the movie regardless. But another con, it's too many languages in the movie.
Oh yeah, it was Spanish at one point.
It's Spanish. What? Is it Creole? Asians?
I don't think it was no Creole.
Yeah, it wasn't real when they were speaking in Haiti.
Oh, was it? They could have spoke some Creole.
Like, it was
at one point they did go to Haiti.
They went to Haiti at one point, so I'm thinking they were speaking a little bit of Creole. They were speaking Atlantean, they were speaking Wakandian, they were speaking Spanish, and there's subtitles throughout the entire movie, y'all. When I mean the entire movie, there were subtitles under. It's like they knew you were gonna need this, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If the subtitles were not there, you would not know what the fuck was going on. You would not know.
So that's good. They inputted those subtitles.
They even color coordinated them hoes so you knew who was who, what they were speaking. Like when they were speaking Atlantean, it would be blue. If they spoke Wakandan, it would be yellow. If they spoke any other native language, it was white. But man, it was a lot going on. Like I found myself looking at the bottom of the screen way too much. Felt like I missed some shit. I don't know. I'll look at the bottom.
So I agree with that. It sure was a lot of that.
I'm trying to think
of different languages.
Yeah.
So we talked about the deaths. We talked about the name, and we talked about the languages.
Is that it for cons? It ain't really a lot of cons, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like we said, the movie was good.
It ain't really a lot of cons. Like I fully enjoyed myself, and this is coming from somebody that be bothered when movies aren't like the comics. This one, did it follow the comic? It did to an extent. But at the same time, it didn't matter because I really, really enjoyed it. It's a great watch, y'all. Whether you're a fan or whether you're not, it's a great watch. And just the way they honored Chadwick Boseman in the movie is another pro. Like, it's a huge pro, the way they just honored the man and the way he brought T'Challa to life on the screen for us. The way they sent him out, it was great. It was really great. Again, another con, they shouldn't have killed them all. Because now, I don't know if y'all know, that we get into some spoilers right now. So if y'all done, we can leave. But that's right. What would you get this movie? Let's rate the movie before we start getting into spoilers. What would you rate this movie? Like out of 5?
Out of 5?
Like out of 5 Panther claws, how many claws you giving it?
I'll still give it that 5 out of 5 just because.
5 Panther claws?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Just because. Sorry, guys.
You give it a straight 5? Perfect score?
Yes. Even with those cons, because like I said, even with those cons, like I still enjoyed the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have to. I could be the harsh one, but I can't. It has to be. The lowest I can get at bid is like a 4.5.
Okay, that's okay.
Like I can't give it a 3, bitch. Like some of the movies I can give a 3. Shit, some I'll give a 1, but I can't even give this movie a 3. Y'all, it's at least a 4.5. And the 4.5 is just me critiquing, just finding something to pick at. Like for example, the too many languages, the deaths that I was just bothered by, that I just didn't want to happen. That's just me. I felt like the movie lied to me a little bit from the title. I felt lied to. I did. I felt lied to. When they said Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, I felt lied to. Wasn't no Black Panther, bitch. Wasn't none. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed what I saw. So, I say 4 out of 5. So 5 out of 5. The damn near perfect score, y'all. Go see the movie. Watch the movie. It's worth the watch. So I want to get into some spoilers, right?
We done told them a couple of those, but it's
We did. We told them a couple. Like Ironheart is a spoiler, obviously, unless you saw the trailer. I feel like the trailer's probably spoiled most of this shit for y'all anyway. If y'all already saw it, there was like
she was in the trailer.
I don't know. I ain't seen none of them, but
Me either.
But man, it was so many of them. It was at least 10.
Trailer?
Yes. New trailer every goddamn week.
Interesting.
You could watch the whole movie just putting them bitches together.
I'm dead.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you who my favorite person in the movie was. My two favorite people. I don't remember his name. The
white man?
No, hell no. What? No. He was like, oh, like him. What's his name?
Oh man. If you guys remember from one, the dude in the mountains.
The dude in the mountains that challenged T'Challa.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name, but like he was my favorite character. Right after him was Namor. Only because of Namor's beliefs, they nailed Namor. They nailed the character. That's him straight from the comics, right? But the way Namor was whooping ass, bro, you gotta see that. You gotta see that. Because one thing about Namor, like, he's one of the first mutants. So he's like before X-Men, all that type of stuff. He's one of the first mutants. Or if the first mutant, I can't remember. But, man, Namor has wings on his heels. I was telling her that. And she, like, thought that joke was funny. And it is, because it's a little stupid. He got 2 pair of wings on his heels of his feet. But, man, when you watch the shit he do when he flying and slicing Wakandian airships out the sky, bruh. The jump is crazy. That nigga stopping on the down like he a car with wings on his feet. That nigga was amazing. Namor was amazing, combat-wise. But my favorite is the dude that T'Challa fought at the beginning, just because he was funny as hell. Okoye.
I'm gonna give y'all his name.
Okoye was amazing too. I loved Okoye.
That was my favorite character.
Okoye? Yeah, Okoye nice too. You know what? I'll put Okoye above Namor. So the dude that dang, what's his name, man?
I'm gonna look him up.
I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name.
What the hell I'm on?
Girl, this shit. That's my thing.
Oh.
Girl, you don't know how to talk to the people. Let me see.
Don't do that.
I ain't do nothing.
I typed it in wrong.
No, I'm just gonna show you how we do this right
Okay. Blasting him. That's him.
here. M'Baku. That's his name. M'Baku is my favorite person. My boy funny. M'Baku is my favorite person. She liked Okoye, which both of them were great. Both of them were great. And the Queen was great too. But the fact that they killed her was some bullshit. And here's the thing, y'all. This is the biggest spoiler of the movie. This is a mid-credit scene. This is the biggest spoiler of the movie. T'Challa had a son. There's a T'Challa Jr. So, what that's telling you is we are going to have another Black Panther. Shuri is Black Panther right now, yes. But there will come a time where we will have another T'Challa, which will be a junior. We will have a Black Panther. Hopefully with that story we could do a little bit more. We're going to see. But now they have to cast him. They have to cast the next one. So we'll see what they do with that. And everybody was saying, oh, get Michael B. Jordan to play him. No. And here's a reason why. He's actually in the movie. Killmonger is in the movie. But he's dead. When Shuri takes on the trial of becoming the Black Panther, when she drinks the herb, she made a synthetic herb. It's not real. Because remember, Killmonger burned them all in one. When she made the synthetic herb, usually you see somebody from who was a Black Panther before. And you know, if you watch the first one, T'Challa saw his father. And I think, was it his grandfather he saw as well? Or was it just his father? I think it was just his father. And I think he saw a few other people. But Shuri only saw Killmonger. She didn't see her mother. That's what she was expecting to see. Probably her mother. She didn't see T'Challa. Obviously, she couldn't see T'Challa because Chadwick Boseman passed, so that couldn't happen anyway. But she didn't see T'Challa. She didn't see her. She didn't see her father. She didn't see her mother. She saw Killmonger, and the reason is because she was trying to. The only reason why she became the Black Panther was for power and revenge, which is what Killmonger was doing. And get this, y'all. When she, for the final battle, she chose Killmonger's suit. She didn't pick her dad's suit. She didn't pick her brother's suit. When it came time for her to be a Black Panther, she picked up Killmonger's suit. She was in the black and gold. So, just that alone showing you that Shuri is not supposed to be the Black Panther. At least for the Marvel Universe. Because she chose the wrong suit already. Now, did she kill Namor? No. Should she have? I would have. Just because. You killed Mom. You gotta go. I ain't going out like that.
But she was being nice. Wanted to keep the peace, so she let him live.
I'll be down.
And what she basically told him, like,
to yield.
Yeah,
and never attack Wakanda again, basically. Just never attack Wakanda again.
And he was like, okay. So that stopped the fight.
Yeah.
When nobody else had to die.
But man,
one thing I would say, something I mentioned in the movie, I was telling him that so basically Shuri had created like a new suit for Okoye.
Yeah.
I was saying I like Okoye old suit better because the blue one Shuri made, that looked a mess.
Yeah.
It looked crazy.
When they were the suit, and the reason why Shuri made the suit, right? The Atlanteans, when they were fighting the Atlanteans, like, at least when Okoye fought, because Okoye fought like 3 at the same damn time.
4.
Yeah, it was 4 at once when the big dude came, but she was fighting 3 because the other one was just watching.
Mm-hmm.
But Okoye was fighting all of them, she was knocking them off, right? But they kept getting the fuck back up. So they weren't dying. But she was fighting 3, and they was like they wouldn't die. So the suits they made, the suit that Shuri made pretty much allowed them to kill him, because they weren't able to kill him, right? And once you get knocked in the water, them Atlanteans on your ass. You dead at that point. If you hit the water fighting the Atlanteans, you're dead. There's no coming back. So that's kind of how it was. That suit that Shuri made gave them an advantage. Well, at least it leveled the playing field, right? But the problem is, like Neicey said, them suits look terrible. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, if y'all know who Blue Beetle is from, y'all probably don't. But look up Blue Beetle DC Comics, right? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what the suit looks like. It looked like Blue Beetle suit from DC Comics. So it looked weird. It wasn't. It was blue. Like they could at least make that bit purple. They could at least make that bit purple or red or something like to match. It was weird.
He had the little feathers back there.
Yeah, I think
the little crazy mask.
Yeah, it had it was bad. Sure, should have made something else, but I don't fucking know.
That's just something that I noticed, because I be looking at clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
That be important to me. So, but all in all, guys, it was a good movie. We enjoyed ourselves.
It was a really good movie. It was. My biggest thing that I'm happy about in the movie is that we're getting another T'Challa. Like they made it a junior, which is also fine. I'm pretty sure since they made this junior, they're gonna branch off, right? There's gonna be another universe where it's just Black Panther all over again. It's not a junior, it's just T'Challa Senior, and he gonna go through his own story, becoming king and all that stuff. Because what they was trying to do, they was trying to have Michael B. Jordan, who was Killmonger, play T'Challa. That can't work. It just can't. He's the bad guy. You can't have him do both. And Killmonger hated Wakanda. So why the hell would you have him protect it? He hated Wakanda. That's why he destroyed it. If you didn't know. That's why he destroyed it. And at the same time, people were just like, let's just let this be the last Black Panther movie. No, that's crazy. And here's why I say that. Do you know how many Supermans it is that died? It's like 3. It's called the Superman Curse. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's called the Superman Curse. Everybody that plays Superman die, bitch. Just like that. And speaking of deaths, man, Kevin Conroy just died today. He's the voice of Batman, bitch. But speaking of just playing, do you know how many fucking Batmans there were? We just got a new Batman. Goddamn, what's his name? Edward from Twilight. What's his real name?
Was that him?
That was him. That's Edward from Twilight. What's his name though? His real name.
I done forgot, y'all.
Anyway, well, we had Ben Affleck. That was Batman and Justice League. Now we got Edward from Twilight. He playing this crackhead Batman, Bruce Wayne and shit. I don't know what the fuck that Batman got going on. But look, man, it's a lot of alterations of the same comic book characters. Chadwick did his thing as T'Challa, but Black Panther should not die with him. And I'm glad that's what this movie is pretty much showing you. Like, T'Challa is dead, but the Black Panther will live on. He always will live on. Or she will always live on. It doesn't matter. Now, another thing. Ironheart. They showed her. She was in the movie. She was funny. Ironheart was really funny. I'll say she's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, she was a favorite character to me. She made us laugh.
Ironheart was funny, too. The thing with Ironheart is, I don't know what they're going to do with her. Because at the end it said, at the end usually tell you what to expect as far as movie-wise. It said Black Panther will return. It never said anything about Ironheart. But I'm pretty sure she's probably going to get a show or maybe a movie or whatever the case may be. Hopefully it's a movie. I want a movie. The reason why I want a movie with Ironheart is because it would give her backstory. Because don't nobody know who the hell she is. You're not going to know who she is. That's another thing too. I think that's a con. We can say that as a con. If you don't know comics, you're not going to know who the hell Ironheart is. Because she mentioned Tony Stark once, but I don't think she really know him. She just admires the guy. You would never know that she's actually the female version of Iron Man until she actually builds the damn suit and fly. So, there's that. But another reason why I want, this is just me nitpicking at this point, another reason why I want an Ironheart movie is because Ironheart is friends with Miles Morales, and I want this Black Spider-Man movie, but we ain't. That's another time. That's another time. I can go all day with this comic stuff. I love this shit. But no, Black Panther was great. I feel like I talked a lot. I'm just sitting here reflecting. I feel like I talked a lot.
That's okay. That means you like the movie.
Nah,
Okay.
that don't mean that. 'Cause I talked a lot in Batman too. I was pissed.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah,
You
that-
got a lot to say if you didn't like it, and you will have a lot to say if you did like it. So that makes sense.
Why they made Batman a crackhead though?
I don't know that.
Like, who do that?
I don't know why they did.
He's a billionaire. Nigga got makeup and shit running. Hair not washed. Don't know how to tie a tie. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I don't know.
Batman is a damn biology classroom and shit. The Bat Lair, I'm sorry. The not Bat Lab. The Bat Cave is a damn. We on the wrong. That's DC.
Okay, guys. So, y'all know these movie reviews gonna have a little bit of rambling.
Damn, they fucked that movie up, dog.
So, as I've said, well, as we both said, we enjoyed the movie. He gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I gave it a 5 out of 5. So that should tell you right there, as we said earlier, go and see this movie, y'all.
Yeah. Watch
Just
the
go and
first
see
one
it.
too. But I will.
Yeah, do that.
Watch the first one first. But I just thought of this too. Even if you watch the first one, if you're not a comic book fan, you don't know much about comics, even if you watch the first one, the second one still gonna confuse your ass on a little bit. It's still gonna confuse you a little bit. Even if you watch the first one and you watch them back to back, there's still gonna be stuff in the second one that you like, okay, what the fuck is going on? But it's fantastic. The movie is great. I'm already ready for the next one, to be real with you.
I agree.
I'm already ready for 3. Like, I'm ready for 3. I gotta see what happens next.
That's probably gonna be a few years in the making. But,
Man,
you know.
man, we're gonna be 45.
But anyways,
We're gonna be 45 when 3 come out. If 3 come out. You see how many times they had to delay this one? Cause Shuri, the girl that played Shuri, Latia Wright, whatever her name is, she didn't want to take the vaccine. So they're like, oh, we finna get your ass out of here. And she like, try me, bitch. And she was in that movie. She was the whole movie, bitch. She was the whole movie. Which
I gotta look up if she got that vaccine.
Hey!
If she didn't, I wouldn't have been mad. Cause y'all can't be forcing people to get that vaccine. Like that vaccine, you know what?
Yeah, don't hit them with it. Don't hit them with it. Don't hit them with it.
Guys, listen, it's time to go. Y'all heard our review. Go and see the movie, okay? That's it.
Go see the movie, y'all. All right,
Now,
then.
which one I click again?
Click the blue one, baby.